Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 5 Minutes PM podcast. I'm now talking directly from Harvard Law School in Cambridge, Massachusetts, where I'm doing a course inside the program of negotiations at Harvard. And it looks very impressive. I spend a couple of hours walking through Harvard, and I put these pictures into my Flick album. And it's amazing to know that I'm having the opportunity to be in maybe the top university in the world. So for those who like education and for those who like study, this is the heaven for all of those. And the course is very interesting. It's how to deal with difficult people in difficult situations. And I'm planning to record this podcast and other podcasts to talk a little bit about this course. And the first things that I learned are how I define a good outcome from a negotiation. And the first thing that we need to think about is the substance and what I'm negotiating about. And the substance must be a good outcome, must be better than your alternatives, the BATNA. It means that you will never negotiate a worse scenario than your BATNA. The BATNA means the best alternative to negotiate agreement. The BATNA is the point that you decide to not negotiate and try to look another solution. And the substance must also satisfy the interest. And interest is a different thing from positions. The positions is, I want this car. The interest is, why am I looking this car? Why do I want to buy this car? It's for transportation, it's for status, it's for speed. And what is my interest? If I change positions through interest, I can make a much broader and increase hugely, dramatically, the creativity during the negotiation. And at least my interest must be met very well. In their interest, the counterpart interest, it should be at least acceptable. It means I'm starting to worry about my counterpart. It's not only a winning game. It's much more a problem-solving game. And the substance must be elegant. No waste of time among all the options that I have. And it's legitimate. No one will feel taken. The sense of justice. It's not only winning, it's a win-win decision. And this is one of the most important topics of all the program of negotiations here. It's not only a bargain game that we are used to work with. Bargain means I make concessions and you make concessions to reach an agreement. So the solution will be worse than my starting point, and it will be worse than your starting point. And it's a give and taking game. So I give you something, I take something. I give you something, I take something. This is the traditional school. But now what they are proposing, it's a problem-solving game. So I'm not playing against the counterpart. No. We are working together to solve the problem. And this, I will use a classical word, sentence from William Ury. We need to be hard with the problem, but soft with the people. So it's to convert both parts' interest, create options, look for a legitimate position, create alternatives, improve communications, to make good choices for everybody. In a good negotiations, both sides must go out with the feeling that they won. This is a win-win solution. If you do a negotiation with someone when you win and the other lose, it will be very hard to negotiate again. Next week, I will talk a little bit about how do we negotiate better outcomes. See you next week. Bye-bye.